You see, every transformation begins with discomfort. Every calling carries a price. When you were chosen for something greater, life could not allow you to remain ordinary. Your body, your energy, your very being began to respond to the divine assignment placed upon your life. This is not weakness. This is not confusion. This is transformation. When you are chosen, your body begins to sense the weight of your purpose before your mind fully understands it. You may feel tired when others are energized, restless when others are comfortable, sensitive when others are numb. That is because your body is being recalibrated to carry more light, more wisdom, more spiritual authority. The chosen cannot live like the crowd. Their vessel must be refined, strengthened, purified. Transformation never feels comfortable because it challenges everything familiar about who you are. The moment your life is called to a higher purpose, it begins to disturb the patterns that once kept you safe. You begin to notice a restlessness in your spirit, a stirring that cannot be explained by logic or circumstance. It's the silent whisper of destiny reminding you that comfort and growth can never coexist. When you are chosen for something greater, the transformation starts within you long before the evidence appears around you. The unease you feel is not punishment, it is preparation. Life starts removing what no longer serves your purpose. People may drift away, opportunities may dry up, and situations you once tolerated may suddenly feel unbearable. This is how divine transformation introduces itself, not with clarity, but with disruption. In the early stages of transformation, your emotions become louder, your awareness sharper, and your tolerance for mediocrity disappears. It's because your spirit is awakening to its next assignment. You start feeling pulled toward things that challenge your faith, your patience, and your inner peace. This pull is the spiritual signal that you are outgrowing your old self. The chosen can never remain in the same environment of comfort because destiny demands pressure. Diamonds are born under intense force, and your transformation follows the same principle. When life starts shaking your foundation, it is only breaking the old structure to make room for expansion. Discomfort becomes your new teacher. It introduces you to parts of yourself that you didn't know existed. The moments that make you want to quit are the very moments that prove you are evolving. You start realizing that the pain is not coming to destroy you but to strip away the layers that cannot survive where you're going. Every chosen soul must go through this pruning process. You are being refined, not rejected. What feels like loss is actually redirection. The energy you used to pour into maintaining your old identity is now being reclaimed for your higher self. As transformation unfolds, you begin to question everything, your beliefs, your habits, even your relationships. That questioning is necessary because truth can only enter where deception once lived. The old version of you is built for survival, but the new version of you is being built for purpose. You are not meant to fit where you once belonged. The unease, the fatigue, the emotional storms, they are the signals that your system is being rewired for destiny. When you feel the walls closing in, it's only because life is pushing you through the birth canal of transformation. Growth always demands separation, silence, and surrender. The chosen must shed their former identity so that the new one can rise from within, carrying the strength, wisdom, and light needed to walk in divine assignment your body always knows before your mind catches up. When you are chosen for a divine purpose, your physical being begins to shift in ways that cannot be explained by logic or science alone. There's a deep intelligence within your body that responds to the spiritual frequency of your destiny. It senses the change in energy, the elevation in vibration, and it begins to adjust itself to align with the higher calling placed upon your life. You might notice moments of exhaustion, not because you are weak, but because your body is recalibrating from one level of existence to another. The chosen vessel must be strengthened, purified, and renewed to handle the spiritual weight that comes with divine assignment. Your body becomes a vessel of communication between the physical and the unseen. When your purpose starts calling louder, your body starts to speak through sensations, emotions, and energy shifts. Sometimes your appetite changes, your sleep patterns shift, or your tolerance for negativity decreases. These are not random occurrences, they are signals. They are your body's way of preparing you to host a greater measure of light and awareness. The chosen cannot live on the same frequency as before. The body begins to release old energies, habits, and toxins that no longer serve your growth. It becomes sensitive to what you eat, what you listen to, and even who you allow into your space. Every cell begins to participate in your transformation. There are moments when you feel tension in your chest or heaviness in your spirit without any visible reason. That is your inner system adjusting to the vibration of your next season. The old energy within you is being burned away to make room for new life. What feels like fatigue is often the body's process of integrating spiritual upgrades. You may feel emotions surface unexpectedly, grief, anger, or tears, for no clear reason. But every emotion carries energy, and energy must move to heal. The chosen cannot carry the weight of suppressed emotions into divine purpose. Your body knows that to step into higher dimensions of purpose, you must first clear what's been buried within you. When your purpose expands, your physical form expands its capacity to hold power. Your body begins to align with divine timing. You might find yourself craving silence, craving nature, craving simplicity. The noise that once entertained you begins to irritate you. It's not arrogance, it's evolution. You are becoming more aware of the sacredness of your energy. Your body, as the temple of your spirit, is now requiring purity, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You may feel called to rest more because your body is downloading new instructions from the divine. You may feel restless because your environment is no longer compatible with your frequency. Every ache, every chill, every flutter of energy within you is part of the transformation. Your body is responding to the voice of destiny before your mind can comprehend what is unfolding. You said, Keynote no. 3 inches expand it into 500 words, don't add ending sentences, don't add any headings. ChatGPT said, there is always a physical response before a spiritual awakening. The body feels what the spirit knows long before the conscious mind understands. When you are chosen for a higher calling, your physical vessel becomes the first battlefield of transformation. You may wake up one day feeling different without knowing why. The foods you used to crave may suddenly feel heavy. The people you used to enjoy may now drain your energy. The activities that once satisfied you may start to feel meaningless. These are not coincidences, they are signs that your spirit is evolving and your body is adjusting to the frequency of that evolution. The chosen do not move through life unchanged, their journey reshapes them from the inside out. Your body becomes the stage where spiritual preparation takes place. Often, before a new season of elevation, there is a physical purification. You might experience exhaustion, illness, or restlessness, not as punishment but as preparation. The body begins to release stored energy, emotional residue, and unhealed pain that cannot go with you into your next level. The weight of your destiny requires a body that is in alignment with divine flow. What feels like weakness is often a sacred cleansing. The chosen must be emptied before they can be filled. Every physical shift is a reflection of something greater happening in the unseen realm. Your body becomes a vessel of transition, carrying you from the old vibration of survival to the new vibration of purpose. You begin to realize that what's happening to you is not random but orchestrated. The headaches, the fatigue, the sudden bursts of inspiration or tears, all of them are part of your transformation code. When you are chosen, divine energy moves through your system like fire refining gold. It burns away what no longer belongs, what no longer fits, what no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Sometimes you may even feel physical pressure in your chest or spine, sensations of heat, or trembling energy. These are reminders that the human body is deeply spiritual, built to translate invisible power into physical experience. The chosen cannot escape this recalibration. Your body is adapting to carry higher frequencies of purpose and awareness. It's why solitude becomes essential, why peace becomes sacred, and why noise becomes unbearable. The physical realm mirrors your spiritual growth. As you grow lighter in spirit, your body follows suit. It seeks balance, it seeks renewal, it seeks truth. The changes in your body are not signals of something wrong, they are confirmations that something right is happening within you. Transformation demands space, and your body is creating it. The shaking, the fatigue, the sensitivity, the emotional waves are evidence that your spirit is expanding. Your physical form is learning to host more wisdom, more peace, and more divine energy than ever before. There comes a moment in every chosen person's journey when the familiar rhythms of life begin to feel foreign. The fatigue that once seemed ordinary begins to carry a deeper message. The sensitivity that once felt inconvenient starts revealing hidden truths. When your energy begins to shift, it is not a sign of weakness but of spiritual alignment. The body begins to reject what the spirit has outgrown. You may notice that you can no longer tolerate certain conversations, foods, or even environments. The places that once felt comfortable now feel heavy because your frequency is rising. Sensitivity is not fragility, it is awareness awakening in physical form. The chosen cannot stay numb in a world that feeds on distraction. They are designed to feel deeply because their purpose requires depth. Fatigue often visits the chosen because the soul is doing unseen work. While others may rest easily, your mind and spirit are processing, healing, and integrating the lessons of your transformation. You may wake up tired not because you've done too much, but because your inner world is being rewired. Divine downloads do not come without cost. Your energy field is learning how to carry new vibrations, and your body must adjust to that intensity. When you feel drained around certain people or situations, it is your spirit signaling that your energy is being misused. The chosen cannot afford to waste their essence on things that do not serve their mission. Every ounce of energy matters when destiny is calling. Restlessness is another language of alignment. When your purpose is evolving, the body begins to rebel against complacency. The stillness you crave is not laziness but a sacred pause between chapters. Your body becomes highly intuitive during this phase, guiding you toward what brings life and pulling you away from what brings depletion. What feels like irritation or unease is often your soul trying to protect your energy from environments that no longer match your growth. The chosen must learn to trust these physical cues. Sensitivity is your divine navigation system, designed to keep you in tune with the truth of who you are becoming. As your energy shifts, your relationships and routines begin to shift too. People who once matched your vibration may no longer understand you. Activities that once entertained you may start to feel meaningless. This separation is not rejection, it is refinement. The chosen cannot evolve while holding onto everything from their past. The sensitivity that makes you feel isolated is actually the same force that will draw you toward your tribe, those who speak the same spiritual language. When your body grows more sensitive, it is teaching you discernment. It's showing you where to give and where to withdraw. Fatigue becomes the reminder to slow down and listen. Restlessness becomes the invitation to move forward. Sensitivity becomes the proof that you are awakening to a higher dimension of your purpose. When you are chosen, you cannot carry ordinary energy because your purpose is extraordinary. Your body begins to prepare itself to hold more light, more wisdom, and more divine authority. This refinement is not a punishment but a sacred process. You are being strengthened for the weight of your assignment. Every test, every trial, every wave of exhaustion or renewal is shaping you into the vessel capable of sustaining what has been entrusted to you. The chosen cannot walk through life casually because their existence carries impact. The refining of the body ensures that your character, your heart, and your energy are strong enough to handle the power that comes with purpose. There is a cleansing fire that comes to every chosen one. It burns through your habits, your thoughts, your emotional wounds. It exposes what is hidden so it can be healed. The fire is not meant to destroy you but to purify you. The body feels it first, through tension, through heaviness, through moments of deep stillness. These sensations are the signals that your system is shedding what is impure. When you are called to carry divine wisdom, your body cannot remain in the same vibration as before. It must release what is heavy to hold what is holy. This process is uncomfortable because it demands surrender. It asks you to let go of who you were to become who you are destined to be. Your wisdom expands as your body refines. You start to notice clarity where confusion used to live. You begin to feel peace even when chaos surrounds you. That is the strength being forged within you. Your muscles may grow weary, but your spirit grows unshakable. You begin to understand that true strength is not in resistance but in alignment. The chosen are not made through ease but through endurance. Every challenge becomes a tool of transformation, every obstacle a sculptor shaping your resilience. As your body adjusts to this new rhythm, your energy becomes more stable, your awareness sharper, and your discernment deeper. Authority is born from refinement. When your body is purified through experience, your presence carries power. People can feel it when you enter a room. It's not something you speak, it's something you radiate. The light within you grows stronger as your vessel grows cleaner. You begin to walk with a quiet confidence, not because everything is perfect, but because you have survived the process that many avoided. The chosen are not given strength in theory, they are built. Through fire, through pressure, through persistence. This is why your body is changing, it is becoming the living evidence of divine preparation. It is learning how to sustain a level of peace, power, and wisdom that few can comprehend. Every ache, every moment of silence, every wave of renewal is part of the refinement that allows you to stand firm in the light of your destiny. Change is never meant to destroy you but to prepare you for the season that requires your evolved self. When your body begins to change, it's not a sign that something is wrong, it's a message that something greater is unfolding. Every transformation comes with a shedding of the old. The chosen cannot carry old patterns into new dimensions. The body, being the physical reflection of the soul, starts to adapt to the vibration of the purpose it is being called to fulfill. You may feel aches, fatigue, or bursts of energy that you cannot explain. These are not random sensations, they are indicators that your vessel is being tuned to a higher frequency. You are being molded to withstand the weight of divine responsibility. What feels like discomfort is simply your body learning to hold more light. The chosen path always demands evolution. The version of you that once survived cannot lead the destiny that awaits you. Your body, mind, and spirit must align for the next level of purpose to be activated. You will notice that the things that used to excite you no longer feed your soul. The foods you crave begin to shift, your sleep patterns change, and your sensitivity increases. It is because your system is recalibrating to carry the peace, wisdom, and discipline needed for this new phase. Every fiber of your being is being rewritten with divine instruction. What used to drain you can no longer touch you. What used to tempt you no longer controls you. That's how you know the transformation is working even when it hurts. Embracing the change is part of honoring your calling. When you stop fighting the process, you begin to see the purpose behind every shift. The chosen are often misunderstood because their growth does not follow normal timelines. While others rush to comfort, you are called to expansion. Your body teaches you endurance through struggle and surrender through fatigue. Each moment of weariness becomes a silent lesson in faith. You start to understand that divine preparation is not about looking strong, it's about being refined until strength becomes your nature. You are being shaped to handle blessings without breaking, to walk through storms without losing peace, to speak truth without fear. Your body's transformation is evidence that your destiny is alive within you. The energy inside you is reorganizing, clearing, and strengthening. The unease you feel is a divine reminder that you are entering a chapter that demands your highest self. You are being trained for spiritual stamina, emotional maturity, and physical resilience. The chosen cannot remain the same because their purpose will not allow it. Every pulse, every change, every moment of restlessness is a call to rise higher. The body bends before it breaks through. It trembles before it transforms. And as you embrace every change, you realize that what once felt like loss is only preparation for a version of yourself that has been waiting to emerge.